do podcasts on Saturdays, man. Turn me up though. Hold on. Turn me up in the headphones. Yeah. Hey yo, man. Man. I'm trying to tell you. Perseverance. Perseverance. You gotta push through, man. You gotta push through. I've been slacking. I've been slacking. You know what I'm saying? I can admit that. I feel like I've been very transparent, on my previous, 2 or 3 episodes. I definitely kind of been basically keeping y'all updated on what's been going on with me. And it's been a lot going on with me, what I will say is this. Um, I'm back. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm back. You feel me? Back to my regularly scheduled programming. It's been a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. The studio is officially back up and running. I just want to thank everybody who's been patiently waiting for the content. Listen, man, like I said, I'm in a growing phase, and that's what just makes all of these, situations just that much more interesting, man. I just feel like, there's something to be said about, you know, uh the individual who's basically just going, persevere. I feel like that might be the name of this episode, low key. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna hold you, fam. Perseverance has definitely been, you know, uh, applied. But fuck all that though. Because realistically, fam, hold on, where we at? This episode 41? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fuck y'all niggas talking about, man. Best #1 independent podcast on the market, the E.B.C.G podcast, WillMaticTV. Stop playing with me, fam. I'm out here, man. Episode 41, you know, Saturday, September 16th. I don't even usually pod on the weekend. It feel a little weird podding on the weekends. It's actually amazing out. I just came, from outside and all that. Definitely said to myself, nah, you know what, man? When it grabbed me a little laptop yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Something like I basically just got, the same situation I was working with, initially. So basically, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's be a little bit more transparent on this. I feel like I said, man, I've been kind of keeping y'all in the loop, but I ain't really been giving y'all the scoop. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, E.B.C.G podcast, I feel like, one thing I pride myself on, my brand, Willmatic TV, me as an individual, and just basically how I like to, basically carry myself on a, everyday, day to day, I like to be transparent with the people I'm dealing with. And obviously, when you're building a brand, right, I think that is very, very important that you pay attention to your traits, early on, right? Because obviously, these traits ultimately will become your reputation, right? And I wanna focus on that word right there, reputation. I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna drop a bomb this time, fam. What is your reputation here on this planet when it's all said and done? WILLMAT. I see. I feel like I came in too hot though. Hold on. And that's not even the instrumental low key I wanted to start with. So look, it's the other one, right? Which is the next one, mathematics. Cool. So look, feeling good, feeling great. Yeah, man. It's just been a hell of a journey, like I said, just trying to get back. Just trying to get back, man. Listen, you don't know how much you appreciate or how much you just need something or how much you gonna just miss something until it's gone, fam. That's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Me not having the ability to edit episodes, that right there alone is just crazy, right? Understand that, like, how is it even possible? But at the end of the day, you know what? I said to myself, cool. It's an obstacle, you know what I'm saying? Realistically, I like to challenge myself anyway, right? So you gotta understand, like, I feel like I came out on the other side of the situation, and realistically, fam, I'm speaking on a situation, and I ain't really, like I said, I haven't really been completely fully transparent yet. Obviously, I'm dealing with a legal situation, right? I pretty much gave y'all that much, right? Shout out to AMP. I definitely been tuned in. I'm back on AMP. You know what I'm saying? WillMaticTV on AMP. I basically will be over there, every now and then. I do a random pop up, you know what I'm saying, talk my shit, whatever the case may be. Obviously, when the studio was down, that was the perfect, opportunity for me to kind of utilize that platform, you know. Um at this point, I feel like I'm trying to move on to bigger and better things now, and like I said, man, I just have so much more work to do, definitely developing the website, as well as my brand logo simultaneously right now. I've definitely been looking at some different logos today, but these things cost, right? And like I said, man, I just got the studio back, man. So hold on, chill out, everybody, just chill. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me cook. You feel me? This episode 41 of the E.B.C.G podcast, man. Listen, man, it feels great. It feels great to
Damn,
say that.
son, where'd you
It
find
does. And I'm just
this?
gonna hit that drop just cause I can now, right? My studio's back. I'm back on my shit. I'm in my bag. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, right? Man, I don't really know like how to even like do I even still know how to do this, fam? Hold on. Let me see if I can still alright. So some real light for y'all today. Light episode, nothing crazy. I ain't really wanna, like I said, once again, it is Saturday, right? So realistically, fam, I'm probably not even gonna put this out, right? I probably shouldn't even be saying this, but I can edit now again, so it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is this, fam. This is not even really my schedule, right? This is just me doing this just off of the like. It's just been, well, my last episode, right? So I guess we start there, right? Um, Mamba Forever, amazing, amazing cover. One of my favorite covers, that I've done so far. It features Shakari Richardson, who has been, basically dominating in the track and field space, in the track and field realm. And, like I said, I'm back on AMP, and, I definitely have a show over there that I do on Mondays. Pardon me. Hold on, let me. And yeah, so I'm back on the AMP platform, and I have a show that I do titled, Mamba Mentality Monday, right? And it's basically, just a show that, where we feature, somebody who basically, you know, exemplifies, the principles, that I feel like Mamba mentality that Kobe Bryant, created, when he coined that phrase Mamba mentality. And obviously, like I said, Shakari Richardson, she's definitely been, somebody, an individual who I feel like definitely, fits that mold, right? And it's kind of cut from that cloth as far as, being able to kind of block out whatever distractions, or whatever noise, whatever it is that's going on the outside. At the end of the day, she proved that she's in her own lane, literally and figuratively. And, she's definitely been, turning up, winning big, races. She came in first, in her first appearance on the world stage, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So she basically, she been killing doing her thing. We definitely want to talk about another young lady a little later on in the episode. We're gonna get into that, you know what I'm saying? Who also is basically, out there, uh doing the same thing in a different realm, in the tennis realm, right? And I'm talking about Coco Gauff. Listen, I'm rambling on, right? Like I said, I'm so like at this point, the continuity, like my formula done changed. I've been podding, giving y'all hour episodes, low key, like at the end of the day, fam. Hold on, man. I can't hit the air horn enough for me because realistically, fam, understand that. Like I said, there's literally just been a domino effect of different situations that kind of have been like getting triggered off, you know. And this legal situation being one of the things. Listen, I feel like at this point, at this point, you know what I'm saying, we gonna get into this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. Yeah, man. E.B.C.G pod. Everybody can't go, but everybody is welcome. Hold on. Okay, hold on. So look, I'm saying like, all right. So do we just get into the? I got a few things I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I definitely feel like. Hold on. So we gonna get into the joint like WILLMATIC. Damn, I can't even. It don't even go up fast enough. See, and then this shit gonna load. Yeah, mic check, mic check, mic check. E.B.C.G podcast episode 41. Also want to point out that this is definitely the second to last episode before season 3. So I decided, yeah. And let me just clear this up too while I have the opportunity to do this. So it definitely came across my attention that a lot of my episodes that I've done prior to episode 17, I basically might have to just re-upload because at the end of the day, I'm not really sure what's going on with SoundCloud, fam. But I was paying to upload content that is no longer even available on the platform. I will have to further investigate this, right? To see if I'm actually, but basically what I'm saying is I have all of my episodes, archived. I have all of my original files, fortunately. What I'm saying is this though. As far as, the archive on the Spotify, it's gonna basically start at 17. So, what I'm saying? I might have to put episode 1 through 16 behind a paywall is what I'm really trying to say, fam. This might have to be some re-release exclusive. Like I'm gonna have to just basically figure out a way to get that on the website, right? That way we could just have the whole archive there, right? As opposed to, what I'm saying, having some episodes here on this platform and then having a few on the other. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to just be all over the place like this, right? It's E.B.C.G is the episode. Hold on. All right, I feel like I'm ready to yeah, let's get it. Uh-huh. Microphone check. 1, 2. This is what I do. And you know that's a whole fact. And I had to bring it all the way back. Original format, instrumentals playing. That way I could really remember what I'm saying. Every time the beat drop, it helps me. Can't shelf me. Wait, I came back, took a hiatus. I'm back on track. Literally, I'm on the track. And I don't even rap. I do a podcast, in fact. Got the docket in front of me. 1, 2, 3, 6 topics indeed. I'm about to hit y'all with the truth indeed. Nigga don't ever, and I won't squeeze. Thank you. So I'm clearly like, you know what I'm saying? Alright. I'm trying to see like, alright, so I don't really wanna I'm have to do some rearranging here. Episode 41. Once again, September 16th, 2023. Beautiful day in New York City, reporting live, from a discreet location in a different situation. But realistically, I gave y'all heat 1 through 16, and I ain't gonna front. This be hard as fuck. I couldn't even I didn't even want to fuck it up right there. That was really oh, ding ding, the bell has rung, and I guess we ring. Realistically, I can't even get off these topics to this. So I feel like we start this off with WillMaticTV. Myself, uh, I definitely had a court appearance, about 2 weeks ago, and to basically just keep it all the way 1,000, it's basically one of those things where legally I'm not supposed to, I can't really speak on the situation, basically, right? So I'm kind of in a situation where I'm trying to wait it out and see what we doing, and that was kind of what I thought I was gonna get these answers on this particular day that I had this court appearance that I had to make. Y'all gotta understand, I'm too fly for all this shit right here. You feel me? Realistically, fam, I've never been the individual going to court, back and forth, in and out of prison, in and out of the system, and all of this. I was never that dude, right? So what I'm saying here is I'm basically on, this is new territory for WillMaticTV. Not necessarily, run-ins with I've definitely had my share of mischief, or I'm saying, run-ins with the law, right? But what I'm saying is this: it's never manifested into anything serious, and I'm saying, I just feel like, at the end of the day, I can't really speak on the situation, but I can speak on, life, right? And at the end of the day, the E.B.C.G podcast, everybody can't go, everybody can't grow. At the end of the day, this is, the People's Podcast, and we are here to basically bring different situations and scenarios, to an audio broadcast and share it and dissect it with the people and see if we could kind of land on some kind of common ground and, find some commonalities, Thus, we build and, we create and, we grow, right? E.B.C.G podcast, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I do, is I speak on different situations. And at the end of the day, just because I got caught up in a certain situation, which I think I'm supposed to not, how am I, I have a podcast. You understand what I'm saying? I kind of I talk, right? This is what I do. So it's kind of hard for me personally, right, to be in a situation where I can't do just that, talk. And this the thing, right? I feel like I'm being so it sounds worse than it probably really is. But you know what though? Fuck all that. Fuck that, man. Fuck that. Fuck that. I had if the fact that handcuffs were placed on me was just that was degrading enough for me. You know what I'm saying? You shackle me, I get shackled up. I go get mugged. Now I have mug shots in the system and all of this unnecessary shit that I just don't feel like personally I should have had to deal with. I feel like I'm gonna calm down. Let me take as a matter of fact, hold on. I could let me just go ahead and listen, man. I don't wanna so with that being said, there is another court date. WillMaticTV, I have another appearance that I have to make in court. As of right now, that date is December 29th. Me and my lawyer spoke. I was told, basically, I can't really say, but something that basically, made me feel somewhat, is hopeful the word? Not hopeful. Because like I said, I feel like I've done a pretty good job. I'm 36, I just turned 36, August 7th, you know what I'm saying? 36 years of life. 36 years of experiences, 36 years of navigating, around these different situations. I've kind of been there, done that, and I've kind of seen how a lot of these situations play out, basically from a up close and personal standpoint. And what I'm basically saying is this: I feel like I've done more than a good job of basically trying to avoid, getting trapped in the system. Unfortunately, what happens is you have people who are basically aware of that, and for whatever reason, still feel like, I don't know, man. It just seems like, you can't really, they say misery loves company, man. And at the end of the day, man, it's really just up to you to kind of just spot those areas where your company is not basically, wanted, right? And it's really even deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's really even deeper than that. It's really just deeper than that. It's really just like some people are really just like kind of put here not to basically, figure out what it is that they need to do to advance in life, but to basically try to figure out for other ways that other people don't advance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of this weird thing where it's kind of like you can't really make sense of this stuff all the time. And it's really just that simple. Everybody can't go, and I just feel like everybody is not meant to, everything is not, an explanation is not needed for everything. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some things is just, it is what it is, fam. Just figure this shit out and get through it. And that was really, really vague and coy. And I basically did my best with trying to basically, because I'm really, it's a lot. It's really a lot on me. It really is. Like, realistically, fam, I basically had to kind of show myself a different level of, like, I basically, sometimes, man, I don't even really know who it is that I'm looking at in the mirror sometimes, man. And basically what it is that I kind of, we all have our process that we do, but we kind of become, you know what I'm saying? We go from Clark Kent to Superman in our bathroom mirror and shit, and we, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of just approach. I'm speaking for myself here, right? I definitely have like a whole routine where like I beat my chest, pause, you know what I'm saying? Beat my chest, pause anyway, because people are just, you know what I'm saying? We just living in that era where you gotta just pause things, right? But you gotta beat your chest in the mirror sometimes. Yeah, facts, facts, facts. After you do it, a set of 20. You know what I'm saying? Couple of push-ups, couple of dips or something. I have a pull-up bar, right? I might go to the pull-up bar. You know what I'm saying? It's really 24. You know what I'm saying? Everything 24. Mamba. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Mamba forever. Shout out to the fact, we gonna get to that later, I guess. I definitely got 2K24 and I can't even play that shit right now, which is it's kind of like, it's like there's a slow fire burning in me. Understand that every day that goes by and I'm not in my career, it's a whole thing. And like right now, it is what it is, fam. I had to make a sacrifice. I got the game, right? So I got it. I got the Mamba Forever edition, fam. That shit just sitting there, but I'm gonna figure that out too. I basically need more storage on my Xbox. You know what I'm saying? So I could download this joint. That's gonna take like another week. You feel me? But that could wait at the end of the day, right? Like I said, man, it's just been a whole lot of things going on with me. Where was I before? I feel like I left something. I was getting ready to drive a point home. Thank God for editing. I can edit again. It's kind of crazy. I got so used to just kind of like not editing this shit. I might not ever edit again, fam. I'm obviously gonna have to edit some things, but what I'm saying is this, fam. I don't need to rely on that as much anymore. I don't feel like, and realistically, like I said, through adversity, we can find strength and we can find, and learn basically different things about ourselves that we probably didn't know. Now I know that realistically, fam, I'm 24 minutes in. I'm sitting here. I ain't even really touched the docket yet, for real. I'm speaking on my court appearance, which is actually on the docket, right? And I had that as my second topic. I had to go ahead and flip that around because we're going to come in hot with the next topic, which I actually had as my first topic. And the only reason why that was is because it just like, sometimes you just write certain things down on the docket just to make sure that you talk about this like I need to make sure we talk about this one. So that's kind of how this got to number one right here. But realistically, fam, I'm number one, fam. Like, how am I not gonna be number one on my own podcast, right? If there's a docket, I'm gonna be number one, right? So yeah, my court appearance was basically it is what it is. It was just just a whole. I mean, listen, man. I pulled up, man. Come on, man. Steve Madden's on. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Had the Steves on the feet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, pardon himself. Mic check, mic check. Yeah, nah, heckless. You know what I'm saying? We definitely back to my fucking court case. Yeah, yeah. So I pull up basically for no reason. So like I said, man, we basically just awaiting you know, to see if anything changes in regards to my second appearance. I'm pretty sure that, you know what I'm saying? Listen, at the end of the day, fam, it is what it is. It's gonna play out how it's gonna play out. Like I said before, I don't really, you know, and it's so interesting because we getting ready to get into another court case, right? And this don't got nothing to do. This is a whole nother situation here. I definitely also want to take the time to point out the fact that Tory Lanez has definitely been denied bail. I see what's going on, my nigga. And it's not hard to tell, bro. You feel me? I said, bro, to deal with me, my nigga. So they planting niggas to come in and try to, man, what? I'm about to turn the fuck up. So look, yeah, beat switch. Hold on. Let me get the next one. New beat, new topic, nigga. Yeah, I'm not really even worried about the situation at this point. Like I said, we gonna get into this shit. I'll be able to speak on this in more detail after the situation plays out. I was looking forward to putting this situation behind me, but unfortunately, it is what it is. Listen, ain't like I'm not Tory Lanez at the end of the day, right? And I ain't really have another segue. But realistically, fam, Tory Lanez definitely just recently was denied bail. Um, you know, so he's getting ready to have to go and serve. I believe it's a 10-year. Is it a 10-year? What they gave him? 10? 7? They hit him with some, with some numbers, some numbers that I'm pretty sure that he wasn't looking forward to seeing at the end of the day. Listen, man, you kind of just gotta, basically go through the process. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through my process right now. I'm not, maybe not in the same situation as Tory Lanez, but at the end of the day, I definitely can relate as far as basically just sitting and playing the waiting game, trying to figure out what's what. It's nothing worse than basically, having to basically wait on other people to decide, you know, on what's getting ready to take place as it pertains to you and your future and your finances and your business and your. So I understand that, yeah, it's definitely gonna be a setback. It's already been a setback, and at the end of the day, they have not set bail for Tory Lanez. I believe that his lawyer, uh, there was a report that came out that basically stated that his lawyer didn't make an appearance physically in the courtroom. I'm not really sure how significant that is in regards to this, requesting bail for your client, right? In other words, would it have been better if he was there? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, if it would have made any much of a difference if he was there physically or not. All I know is this. I ain't gonna say, listen, prayers and condolences for everybody involved who has been hurt, right? Because at the end of the day, fam, like I said, I don't wish jail on anybody. You know what I'm saying? And, at the end of the day, yeah, sure. Obviously, there's certain people who, we kind of got to, like, keep these, we kind of got to isolate from society and all that. I kind of understand that. But what I'm saying is this. we'll see how that plays out. Obviously, this is an ongoing situation, as it has been for quite some years now, right? And I just feel like we're gonna be, seeing this develop, and basically we'll just see what's next with Tory Lanez. Uh, I guess we get into this now. Brother Polite, come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. No, we gonna talk about it. Because at the end of the day, like I said, everybody got a different situation. I basically just gave y'all three different. Well, I didn't even really give y'all. Let me finish this one before Brother Polite pleads guilty to 7 years with 10 years probation. Uh, yeah. So this is a completely different situation. You know, definitely another unfortunate situation. Brother Polite, man. For those who don't know, you know, man, this is the thing, right? It's so unfortunate that some of our best, you know, teachers, kind of, you never want to see somebody who has the ability to, basically teach some of the things that Brother Polite has taught. But you know what, man? At the end of the day, fam, fuck all that, bro. Realistically, it's way more questions than answers right now, fam. Right now, fam, it's not even about nothing else other than the fact that we are hearing a lot of shit surrounding your name and a minor hotel room minor and different accusations, and we have audio recordings of a mother who's obviously grieving in the audio recording that was released. This is the thing, right? This is one of those things where it's kind of like I don't really want to say too much about it other than the fact that it's super unfortunate. I mean, you don't want to believe something like this could be true. Initially, when I heard, I've been kind of hearing about this story playing out, over the course of, it's been about I want to say like a year or so since I kind of caught wind of it. Me personally, I sweep certain things under the rug when I'm just not interested, right? When I heard this initially, I thought to myself, like, all right, fam, this is just another one of those cases that, what I'm saying? You basically see a lot of different people getting jammed up. But when a minor's involved, or when a minor's accused of being involved, it hits just a little bit differently, right? And realistically, fam, I'm kind of beating around the bush because like I said, it's so hard to throw away one of your great teachers. And realistically, fam, let me just preface this with just saying this: I learned a lot from Brother Polite. Never met him, never met the man personally. I met Sinetta, you know what I'm saying? Definitely ran into Sinetta a few times on 125th. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sinetta Studios, But what I'm saying is this, man, just through his videos on YouTube, the different debates that we've seen him do, the different, experiments we've seen him do, he got one, man, fuck all that right now. Like I said, see, because I'm already going down. Like I said, like I study polite, fam. Like I can't really, there's no way around it, fam. How do you not, bro? He had a way of just kind of presenting the information that was like, all right, cool. But this shit right here is just a blemish that I don't even really feel like I don't even think Brother Polite could like really think his way out of this one right here, fam. There's no doctrine, there's no dictionary, there's no debate, fam. There's nothing that you can really do to kind of redeem yourself from this kind of accusation, man. Just the accusation within itself. Fuck all the legalities, and obviously at this point he's already He pleaded guilty. He pleaded out. He actually pleaded guilty, man. He pleaded out to this shit, right? So you basically take on the responsibility, or not the responsibility, but the reputation of the individual who we basically know for certain is a individual who has done something harmful to a minor in a sexual act, right? I don't even really know how to say it, bro. I'm trying to cause it's like I said, fam. For me personally, like it's kind of hard for me to I'm off the cush 9 times out of 10, right? So you gotta understand, like I'm rarely even on Earth, fam. Like they talking about aliens, and I just seen some clip where they was talking about how the Mexican government is basically exposing the fact that we have new alien discovery contact and the government isn't, fam. I already made contact with these motherfuckers. This shit that I've been on, I've been in all type of I've been in the galaxy, I've been in the stars, all that, fam. Yeah, they was that clip. I might have to yeah, I gotta rewatch that. But anyway, I'm getting off subject. They were saying some crazy shit in there though. Flying with the stars, and I'm like, all right, okay, hold on. What was that just now? All right, run up if you want. Man, I say all that to say this, man. It's, like I said, once you already plead guilty, it's kind of like there's no defending that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's, a case, or, you can make the point. I mean, can you though? What you gonna say? Oh, because he didn't really want to gamble and take it to trial. I guess, was there enough? I don't know what they found. I don't really know what the DNA. Like I don't really get into the ins and outs of these cases. You feel me? I kind of just gather just enough of the information I need, and then I say, all right, okay, he pleaded guilty. That doesn't look good. All right, cool. I'm out. I'm out, fam. I'm out. And realistically, fam, I'm really waiting. I'm really just waiting, basically, to see how this plays out just a little bit more. Brother Polight, I mean, not for nothing, was definitely one of the pillars in the conscious community. Definitely one of I mean, a lot of people are going to give credit to Brother Polight as far as, when it comes to the whole movement of the conscious community, man. A lot of that whole kind of platform, they kind of built that, and that was one of the people's backs that they built that off of. And I mean, I'm not going to hold you. He carried them. He was carrying them, and he carried them well. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. He got to a point where he felt like he wanted to go in another direction, right? And that's the other part that makes it kind of like, damn, is this karma for real? Because no matter however you spin this, no matter however you spin this, like I said, it's just gonna be hard to defend the brother at this point, man. We've already seen you kind of come out of your character prior to this, right? And I'm talking about just for like the individuals who basically were strictly watching the debates and kind of knew him from that type of, you know what I'm saying, being on that type of time, being on the street debating the Hebrew Israelites on 125th, debating, you know what I'm saying, the IOC, just all of the different, groups, the rabbi. He was debating any and everybody, and he was winning all of the debates, right? And he was doing it in spectacular fashion, right? So I say all that to say this. That Polight, we kind of already lost that Polight years ago, right? And we kind of already seen him go in a different route. So for things to kind of end up here, it's just kind of like, it's like, damn, bro, you kind of already turned your back on certain people, and you kind of already said certain things and did certain things, and the optics, and even now with this whole situation going on, I got a minor case going on in comparison to this. There's certain things I see him doing that I would not. I'm on my own platform right now. I won't even tell y'all what's going on. And realistically, fam, there's a good chance that, listen, I'm not even going to take any chances, man. They can tap in. At this point, we know they use social media. When it comes to, incarceration at this point, right? That definitely is, one of the tools that the criminal justice system utilizes, right? So yeah, you got to be careful. And with that being said, I feel like I see Polight doing certain shit now with this going on, and with this accusation, I just don't really feel like this is the time for you to be posted up with the Rolls Royce. I'm just gonna keep it a hundo, fam. I don't really think it's time for us to see you with the new Gucci vest that you just bought, with the socks and the long. It's just like, fam, you wearing different outfits he wearing outfits that the mannequin, like that they put on the mannequin and shit for the display and shit. Like, he's getting all of that shit, fam. Cool, we get it, fam. You made great investments, fam. But are you making great decisions along with those great investments, fam? Because realistically, fam, we never thought, I'm speaking for myself, I never thought I would ever see a scenario where Brother Polite is getting accused of having sexual relations with a minor. And there's more accusations, fam. Like I said, I don't really get into the ins and outs. I kind of just gather as much information as I need. At this point, he's pleaded guilty. He took the 7-year plea, which obviously is an admission of guilt. Whether you're guilty or not, fam. At this point, you've given the courts and the system, what I'm saying, you're okay, and you're basically your signature, right? You gave them the rights to basically place you as a sex offender with, I mean, listen, man, he about to go sit for 7 years. I'm not really sure where he about to go sit. I believe he's going is a facility somewhere in Florida, which, I've heard things about Florida prison system. Listen, I don't really know how he going. Listen, man. Listen. It is what it is, fam. It is what it is, man. Brother Polite pleaded guilty, 7 years. I'm waiting to see if he's actually going to do the interview with Sarnetta, though. Because Sarnetta definitely was teasing, they were going to basically sit down and kind of, iron some things out. But at this point, it's kind of like, man, and then YouTube is running with this shit, fam. Everybody from Star to Star Report, Star was on this shit. This is like his lane right here, fam. He got transcripts of shit, all types of shit. Star, you got who that? Doggy Diamonds. Shout out to Doggy Diamonds, man. Shout out to Star as well, man. Legends in the game and shit. You know what I'm saying? Quietly kind of cooking up and still putting out content. Some of this shit be kind of, all right. It's like, all right, man, this ain't really hit my timeline. I'm not really sure why you got a 6-hour stream about this one. You feel me? It's like you reaching a little bit with this, but I respect the OGs at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? These are definitely pioneers when it comes to, I don't really think they podding like me personally, but like I said, at the end of the day, you gotta respect the OGs. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Doggy Diamonds and Star, who will definitely both promote and post my shit as long as I pay them, right? Shout out to Star and Doggy Diamonds for robbing the up and coming podcasters and shit, up and coming content creators and shit. They charge niggas hundreds of dollars for posting shit, fam. I'm Gucci, fam. I will promote my own on my own platform, fam. I'm cool beans over here. But nah, yeah. On a serious note, though, I don't know how this is gonna play out. Like I said, that whole sex offender thing. Obviously, I'm gonna be able to walk the yard if I go sit for what I got. You know what I'm saying, with my situation, right? And like I said, I can't really speak on it, but let me just let y'all know this, fam. I would definitely be on the yard every day, chest out, fam, doing my pull-ups, whatever I gotta do, fam. I will serve my shit, not proudly, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, institutionalized and shit, fam. I don't want to, and like I said, just even being, that short stint of just kind of like going through the system and kind of just seeing how the ins and outs work and just kind of seeing how they deal with it and the food they feed, bro, it is fucking, it's literally designed to destroy you, right? And me going there for the short period of time that I was there, fam, I mean, it's not really that hard to tell, bro. What I'm saying is this: I'm not really sure how you end up getting comfortable in that type of situation. Obviously, it's a lot that goes into that, man, and that's a whole nother. I could give y'all a whole episode if you couldn't tell, just based on this right here. I could probably give y'all a whole episode, but I'm not gonna do that, man. We want to get off of this. We want to get off of this, and we want to get on to. I feel like this instrumental is a little too dark for where I'm about to go. Hold on. Coco Gauff becomes the youngest American player to win the U.S. Open since a 17-year-old Serena Williams won her first Grand Slam title. You know, back in, I'm not sure what year that was. I'm pretty sure that was in the early, late 90s, right? Shout out to Coco Gauff for making Black history once again. I just feel like it's an amazing thing to see. You know, I'm not really a big tennis fan. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I don't even know what, like, fam. I personally don't even know how to, like. I've actually tried to play tennis, like on a real tennis court. A lot of people think that it's kind of just like you just hold the racket and swing and hit the ball. And I'm just gonna let y'all know firsthand that that is not how that goes, fam. You have to really be in some amazing shape to play that game, fam. It's the court is big, so when you see them, understand that, like, when you see them running full speed and huh, you see when they hit the thing and they letting all that. Why are they yelling? You wondering, because they can't breathe anymore, fam. They just ran across the whole goddamn court. This shit is like a football field, man. They backhanding, they diving to hit shit. They trying to. It's an amazing athletic sport, and you know, obviously, you know, I feel like we changing. You gotta say, you know, we the face of every sport and shit. So I just feel like it's only right. You know what I'm saying? That Serena kind of passed that torch off. You know what I'm saying? Coco Gauff now is kind of like, we definitely just had a Naomi. You know what I'm saying? She kind of fell off though. I'm not really sure what's going on with Naomi Osaka, but she kind of came and went. She really had a kid though. Shout out to Corday and Naomi Osaka. You know what I'm saying? My son definitely anyway. My son Corday's out here though, man. Nigga, a lot of people ain't really. I definitely ain't see that coming. You feel me? So she definitely probably on her mommy shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Which is probably why she ain't really. So that's kind of like what I'm looking forward to, I guess, right? And if I do start watching tennis, which I'm not saying I am, but realistically, fam, NBA season coming up, I'm not really that excited at this point. I just keep seeing players unhappy, players mad, players want to trade, players want to do. Nobody want to play ball no more, fam. Where are the players that want to kill? Where are the players with, like? Do they? Is there any even? There's no more rivalries in sports. I feel like when it comes to basketball and shit, like there's no more like games that we are looking forward to. Like I remember we used to look forward to Philly versus LA, matching up with Kobe. Like that was like a thing, fam. Like you was scheduling your planning your week around this shit. You feel me? Because you had to make sure that no matter what you did, you caught this game, man. Does that exist anymore? It doesn't feel like it. It just feel like it's a bunch of business going bad. It's just a bunch of mobster money getting thrown around at black people. Like I don't know what's going on, fam. And realistically, honestly, I don't even really have a team this season. I feel like I'm going into this season as a like with a clean slate and shit. I'm starting off like I'm a novice again. Like I'm watching NBA for the first time again, fam. Like I need a whole new team, new players, all type of shit, fam. It's just a different game now. James Harden, we don't know what's going on. Philly is looking crazy right now. Embiid, man. They talking about. I seen a report that I feel like I always see this report though. Every year they put this out that the New York Knicks are set to get either Embiid, something like five other superstars, bro. Listen, fam, that bandwagon, I've been got off of that shit right there, fam. Like I don't even like when I walk past the Madison Square Garden, fam. Realistically, fam, I look on the other side and shit. Like I don't even look at the Garden anymore. Like that shit is so overrated to me as a New Yorker. I'm just saying, fam. I'll look at the Sparrows over there before I look at that shit, fam. With a pizza is like $10 a slice and shit. Shout out, salute to Coco Gauff. I didn't really have much on her other than the fact that she definitely made history. And once again, like I said, you know, it's always great. It's always great when we can see one of us ending up on the right side of history, right? Because I mean, obviously, We have too many different scenarios where we can see that, we're usually on the wrong side of history, fam. So anytime, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not really even sure if how does that work. So like Coco Gauff, do they even have like an all-star weekend for tennis? I want to see Coco versus Naomi, man, in a one-off or something like. They got to be able to make that happen. They don't have enough stars, I guess. It's literally like 2 stars athletes in tennis and shit, fam. I feel like this instrumental played already. I'm gonna skip this. Hold on. Yeah. I took a little minute to come back and get right back to this shit. EBC podcast. I'm still lit. I'm still lit. And I'm still not legit. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Look. Trying to pay the rent. This instrumental is something for your mind to get right to. Your mentals. The time that you spent. Look. Time is money. Money is time. And I got mine. Look. Gotta get yours. I gotta get mine. E.B.C.G. and I'm right on time. Episode 41. I hit y'all with another one. Like DJ Khaled said. 42. And that'll be the end. Season 3. Here we go. E.B.C.G. and I'm right back. Fourth quarter. I still spit that crack. You know what Kobe did in the fourth quarter? Step back. Fade away. Water. Yeah. Speaking of water. Catastrophic earthquakes. That's a crazy segue. Hold on. I can't do that. We're not doing that, bro. But nah, on some real shit though, this beat is hard. I don't know what this is, but I like it. The bass, the treble, I'm like the real rebel with this motherfucking instrumental. When I hit y'all with that special left, right, hex you, nigga, it's a combo cheat code. And I'm back and I'm getting on my beast mode. Hit y'all with, when I stop and reload. Do. I'm not gonna shoot. I'd rather this podcast for you. 1 2 1 2 mic check and I'm back. I ain't even slept. Back on my shit. Back on top. I'm back in this bitch. So now on some real shit though, run this beat back up. This shit hard. I mean, you know, I'm not really sure how I want to segue into this next one, but I definitely know that we have to acknowledge an unfortunate, catastrophic earthquake in Morocco, that left at least, last time I even inquired, about 2,400 people, reported deceased. Talking about a 6.8 magnitude earthquake, that, rocked, the country of Morocco. No pun intended, but, this is the thing, man. There's not really much you can really say about this other than just praise, and condolences, to the people over there, you know what I'm saying, or to any people that basically have to kind of, deal with any kind of natural disaster or catastrophe. Listen, man, I tell you what, we just kind of acknowledge the 22nd anniversary of September 11th, for New Yorkers, you know what I'm saying? September 11th, 2001, that was kind of like, that was the closest thing that we was gonna get to. Like, that was like our earthquake and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what shook us and shit. You feel me? I say all that to say this, man. I know what it looks like, you know what I'm saying, to see a bunch of people kind of fucked up, you know what I'm saying, basically due to some you know, wanted circumstances, right? Or unwarranted circumstances, right? Or uncontrolled in this matter, right? Because this is an earthquake, obviously this is a natural disaster. I'm not really sure, obviously relief efforts, that's always going to be, I'm saying, something that basically is needed when somebody goes through something like this. I'm not really sure where we stand as far as the U.S. when it comes to like Morocco. Like, what's our, like, I'm not really sure who our allies are right now. I just feel like, once again, like I said, so many different things are taking place. I'm not really sure if we are gonna like, is like the Red Cross gonna go out there. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I just know that saying prayers and condolences on a podcast isn't enough. And personally, if me, WillMaticTV, if I could, and realistically, if I drop a few more episodes and I really get cooking and I really get going, and I get a company plane, I would take my company plane and go out there, fam, with resources. Is what I'm saying, fam. Even if I'm not there physically, like I would send the plane. Is what I'm saying, fam. I would use all of the resources available to me to help those people. And I'm just not sure. Like I said, once again, where we stand, I would definitely have to kind of read up on this a little bit more. Like I said, I don't really take in too much of the negativity. So like you hear about something like this, and I ain't really necessarily like keep scrolling to find out more information about a catastrophic earthquake that killed. But what I'm saying is this: I do need to do a little bit more research as far as relief efforts and what's basically taking place to help those people right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, prayers and condolences, to them, to the people in Morocco, to the people all over the world, basically, who are, suffering. People in, Ukraine, whether it's Afghanistan, wherever it is, Africa, Australia, Asia, Europe, Antarctica. Listen, every continent, man. Peace to all 7 continents. Basically what I'm saying, right? I'm gonna smoke at this point, because hold on. This instrumental, it's a lot of like, it's giving me rage vibes. Like, I'm looking down at my docket, catastrophic earthquakes. I wonder sometimes if it was anything that the man makes. Sometimes you gotta wonder though, like, was this a man-made, like, you know what I'm saying? We've heard things about, it is what it is, man. Peace, love, and prosperity to the people in Morocco. I don't have anything else depressing, do I? Yeah, we gonna get off of the catastrophic news and shit, right? Instrumental change right on time. Where we at now? This should be some gas. Okay, I like where this is going. 1, 2, 3. Start that over. Uh huh. WILLMATIC, episode 41. You know what I'm saying? I want to get into where we gonna go next. Where we gonna go next? I feel like we want to talk about. We got off of that. All right, cool. Oh yeah, for sure. All right, so First Take versus Undisputed. Who won the trade? So obviously, it was announced some time ago that, you know what I'm saying, and listen, now we here, goddammit. Shannon Sharp left, Undisputed, which is a very, very popular sports talk show on Fox. Obviously, alongside Skip Bayless. I feel like Shannon and Skip, pardon me, I feel like Shannon and Skip definitely developed a decent little chemistry over the years that they've been together. And, obviously there was some reports and, some public things that we were able to kind of see play out on the airwaves, and ultimately it wasn't a good fit in the end. It's basically how that basically played out. You know what I'm saying? Insert First Take on ESPN, you know what I'm saying, led by Stephen A. Smith, who was also, a former co-host of Skip Bayless, which makes this that much more interesting because now we at a point where it's kind of looking like we got some petty podcast slash daytime talk sports beef going on right now, fam. And I would hit the air horn right now, but the phone is not adjacent to it. And I'm not getting up right now, fam. Yeah. So Stephen A. Smith is a whole thing. He put the ratings out. Like, he went and pulled up the ratings, posted that real quick, just to let everybody know that I'm still that fucking guy. Like, let's not get it fucked up. I'm the guy. I still, like, it's still Stephen A. #1. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever it is, fam. you could get one of my old guys from over here, because I believe that, yeah, they definitely got. I'm not so like familiar with everybody on the program. I know everybody by face, right? But it was definitely what's this guy's name, man? I should know this. I do know it, and it's at the tip of my tongue right now. It's just the kush is so potent that you're gonna forget things from time to time. Point being this, man. I believe it's I just had it and I lost it. Y'all know who the football guy, man. It's a bunch of football guys over there now. Skip got the football cast. One of the guys that was over there on first take came over there. He got another one of the guys, another football guy. I don't know none of their names. It's cool though. You know what I'm saying? It'll come to me. I know he got Rachel Nichols though, right? It's kind of not. I'm not gonna forget Rachel Nichols, right? He also got Rachel Nichols over there, right? Which was kind of a little surprise for me personally. I haven't seen Rachel Nichols really actively, interviewing NBA players in the locker room and shit, and they towel. We just haven't really been seeing her really, what I'm saying, on the algorithm. Me personally, I haven't been seeing her at all. I wasn't even aware that she was still in sports, is what I'm saying, right? So I seen her, I was like, oh, so Rachel Nichols kind of resurfaced. That's cool, great. The only thing is, it's just like, we don't really have a show here, guys. It's kind of like, we just got a bunch of people that know how to talk about sports. Where's the show, fam? They lost the show. They lost the show. They lost Shannon and they lost the show. There's no more back and forth common, or comedic, element to the show, right? And that was kind of like, for me personally, and I'm sure for millions of other people, according to the ratings, that was kind of the whole draw of the show, bro. We want to see Shannon kind of acting like, you know what I'm saying? Doing the Shannon with Skip doing the Skip. Now you just got regular, people that is gonna call it like they see it. They really talking about the stats for real. Like they really looking at the numbers like, fam, it's just a show now. It's just a regular show. Hold on though. Yeah. So the comedic element is no longer there, unfortunately. Shannon Sharp, Stephen A, and realistically, Stephen A. I feel like Stephen A. just, I mean, at this point, it's just going. It is what it is, bro. He's just figured out something. He figured out a way to position himself, and not for nothing, he's talented and great at what he does. So it's kind of hard to really like. You're not gonna be able to really move him out of his spot. All you can really do to beat Stephen A. at this point is just do something completely, not even really focus on the numbers for real. You know what I'm saying? If you just focus on the craft, then I'm not really sure what it is, fam. All I'm saying is this: Stephen A, Shannon Sharp, they looking like the dream team over there, fam. They got the dream team right now. That's it. That's all I can say, bro. They got it. They got that chemistry. They got that back and forth. They got Mad Dog. They got everybody, fam. It's like the NWO. You remember the NWO, WCW? Come on, man. I don't gotta remind y'all, do I? Scott Hall, and he came through the crowd, and he was the first one, but he was Razor Ramon in WWE. Well, it was WWF at the time, for those that remember. You know what I'm saying? They got sued and all that by this animal foundation, which I thought was crazy, right? That they just could come out of nowhere and claim WWF. It's like, fam, we watched Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan go back and we watched some of the greatest moments, and now all of a sudden y'all just come out of the woodworks and claim WI. Cool, we WWE now. Point being this, fam. Point being this, fam. The WCW was washing the WWE in the ratings, and a large part of that was because of the NWO. And that was because the NWO, right? Yeah. Scott Hall, he was Razor Ramon over there. I lost my whole point. What I was getting ready to show y'all was the history, right? So Scott Hall was the first one, right? We knew him as Razor Ramon in the WWE, but then when he came over there, he was a whole nother character, fam. We never seen nothing like this, fam. And then the NWO, they just kept building. And they got Diesel, right? Kevin Nash, you got Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, the Big Show. They had the Great Muda in there, fam. They had everybody, bro. And I feel like that's what First Take is kind of reminding me of right now. They're giving me NWO vibes, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, bro, it's the dream team, man. It's the dream team. I will say this though, there is still time, obviously, for them to kind of figure out the formula that they want to do. As far as Skip, I'm not really sure. Maybe it's Skip getting promoted to a different position. Maybe Skip needs to be in the office now, where we don't really see him on the television anymore. I feel like he has enough of a resume, right? He put in enough time and enough work, and he's knowledgeable enough. Like, you about to really just sit here and hate on LeBron every day still? Like, it's time to level up, my boy. Maybe we don't really need you here on the broadcast anymore. Maybe we need you in corporate, is what I'm saying, right? Maybe all of that energy that you want to debate, you sitting there, you twitching and you turning up. Take that energy and go to corporate and let's create some different shows and let's put some other broadcasters and other young up and coming talent on, fam. I don't know how to really say it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that the E.B.C.G should be a candidate, you know what I'm saying, for the Fox network. You know what I'm saying? Because realistically, I would never join Fox. I'm lying though, because realistically, if they send me an email tomorrow, fam, I am at the Fox offices first thing, fam. Yeah. Listen, I'm here to network with any company that wants to network. Realistically, fam, I will listen to whatever offers are available. I will make a counter, and we will go from there. Nah, but in all seriousness though, yeah, nah. First Take is in the lead right now. It is what it is. We're gonna see how things, obviously once the NBA season starts, I feel like that's when those shows really get more exciting. Cause football is kind of like, it's cool. And obviously, football do their numbers, right? And we're not gonna sit here and act like it's a huge demo for football. I get it. I really don't, but I get it, right? I see it. I don't get it. I see it. Let me just say that. I really don't understand how you could be that invested into. Like, it's kind of just like, fam. They throw the ball, they catch it. They got helmets. You can't even really see people. You can't see the emotion in people players' faces and shit. Like, they got their face covered. It's like, fam, come on, what is this? COVID, bro? I don't see nobody, bro. I just see a bunch of helmets and pads and shit, bro. People dying on the field. There's people getting hurt for real. Like it's you might as well be in the UFC, bro, playing football, bro. At this point, these motherfuckers is gambling with their life, bro. And with that being said, I didn't even have this on my docket, which I probably should have threw this on there though. It's a lot going on. Everybody can't go. Every topic can't go sometimes, right? So I might catch it mid episode and I'll just throw it in there, spontaneously. But as I'm talking about football and players, getting injured on the field, obviously I would be remiss to not mention Damar Hamlin. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him, who obviously is on the road to recovery still. But from what I'm hearing, and what it's looking like is, like he's getting ready to make a full-fledged comeback to the NFL. And once again, you know, as a person, as an individual who's not really big onto the sport, like I can't really tell you, I couldn't name 3 players in the NFL, fam. That's a fact. Like I just can't do it. I'm not there. I'm not interested. I'm not invested, fam. I could name 3 though. I could probably name 3. Aaron Rodgers, Colin Kaepernick. Well, I mean, he's not playing anymore. Point being this. Damar Hamlin, fam. That's another one right there. And he will be making his return. I don't really know how I feel about it. And at the same time, like I said, I don't really watch the sport. So I don't even know if I reserve the right to have feelings about it. I'm not even a football fan. So I feel like this is more of a football fan. Like I would rather like go and interview the fans and shit on this one. This is where like we take it to the streets. Like this is E.B.C.G streets right here, fam. Content. Like I really would interview football fans and like ask them like, how do you feel? Because I don't really know from my perspective, the way I see it, I just don't enjoy the sport anyway, right? So this whole idea and this notion that an individual can basically, lose his vitals, right, on the field due to a, traumatic blunt force impact. I'm not really sure what exactly took place. We still don't really know what happened, fam. I just don't see how this is a good idea. I mean, you know, we didn't expect that to happen the first time, right? So now that we actually have, you know, I just don't know how this, how I feel about that, him returning, and we'll see how it plays out though, literally. We're going to see the plays and how it plays out. Hopefully, all things work out for him. Bronny definitely had, a medical scare recently as well. You know what I'm saying? We want to just send a prayers and condolences to Bronny as well. Not condolences though, right? He didn't die, but definitely, I see that he's definitely on the road to recovery as well. What's up with my instrumental pack though? A 1-2, a 1-2. Let me refresh. It is what it is though, man. Cause you can't knock a player if you're trying to stack his paper and put his family in a better situation. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Damar Hamlin made the decision, he made the decision to play that sport. You know what I'm saying? He kind of signed up for everything that, he knew what the ins and outs of this shit was. And if he gonna make a decision to return to the field at the end of the day, that's a decision that man gonna have to make for himself. What I'm saying is this, man. Ouch. You know what I'm saying? In advance, right? In all seriousness, though, hopefully, if that happens again, that would be completely horrible. I feel like they would have to shut the NFL down or something at that point. Like, y'all gonna have to change the rules or something, change the game, the style of play. Maybe we just go two-hand touch now. Can you imagine the NFL banning the tackle? Man, it would be Yeah, I thought that George Floyd shit was crazy. The amount of protests, that shit. Anyway, I'm not gonna hold you. It's Saturday and I'm really doing a whole pod. Like it's 5:35 p.m. I'm way behind like schedule on like what I really need to be doing. But realistically, fam, I'm right on time. I'm right on time. And like I said, I ain't get y'all episodes since August 24th, which is like 23 days. 23 days exactly. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's almost 24. That'd have been divine timing right there. The 24th, 24 days. Come on. Stop playing with me, man. WillMaticTV. You know what I'm saying? Learn it, love it, never forget it. New episode, new music. New music. New music. So, I mean, y'all already kind of know how I give it up as far as like when I say new music, I'm kind of basically speaking about 4 or 5 people that I'm looking for. Kendrick, J. Cole, Nas, and in this particular instance, we definitely got some new Nasir Jones, fam. Yeah, absolutely. Magic 3 definitely out now on all DSPs, fam. Nas definitely dropped, Magic 3, this is obviously the third installment of the Magic series. You feel me? So he gave us a perfect 3 for 3. He gave us 3 KD joints. So we got KD 1 through 3, and then we got Magic 1 through 3. So that's a perfect 6 albums right there. I mean, salute, man. Salute to Nas. 50 years of hip hop, obviously. Y'all know I just seen Nas, you know what I'm saying, like just a couple weeks ago and all that. Like, realistically, fam, I might have already heard the album. Like, I'm not gonna say that I went backstage and got like special access and like he slid me out like a vinyl and all that. I definitely didn't do none of that, bro. But I definitely see. Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah. The 50 years of hip hop, Yankee Stadium, epic event. Nas was there, Um, yeah, man, definitely tore the house down. Lauren Hill came out and stole the show, though. Came out and stole the show, and I just feel like it's definitely like that was just a once in a lifetime experience for me. I was literally, you gotta understand that the podcast prior to that, right? The episode right before that, I'm literally, I spoke on Nas and Lauryn Hill, If I Ruled the World, and basically the significance of what that record means to me and WillMaticTV and just this whole everything I'm doing right now, fam. That was the record that sparked all of this. I'm not even like that. Facts. So the fact that I was able to actually see them perform that, and I didn't even know they was gonna perform that, that was just like it hit me differently. You understand what I'm saying? And this Magic 3 definitely hit me differently as well, man. Nas put out an amazing project. Let's get to it. He put out an amazing project, and realistically, this sounds like an instrumental right now that could have been on the project. Cause it's a lot of this energy on there right here, like no cap. Hit Boy definitely was in his digging in the crates. You know what I'm saying? He definitely was shuffling through samples, fam. And it was that type of album. I'm not even sure if we call this an album. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Illmatic was out. You know what I'm saying? Still was out. These right here, these are like, I don't even know what to call. These are like pieces more than albums, bro. These are like pieces of art, bro, that you just put on display. Like you don't even really listen to these that much. It's kind of like you experience it for what it is, and you kind of put it away. Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like this is Nas's best project, right? Because it's not. But what I will say is this: the fact that we got Nas to drop on his 50th birthday for the 50th year of hip hop. Come on, fam. I mean, at this point, is it even a debate anymore? Nas is the greatest hip hop artist of all time, fam. Enough said. The debate is over. I don't really want to hear the debate. There is no debate, fam. Who else is doing this, bro? We see artists obviously, age gracefully in hip hop. We've seen it before. We're not gonna sit here and act like, look, listen, Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel still hitting stages, fam. I seen them as well 2 weeks ago, fam. They was also at that hip hop 50. Realistically, I came a little late and I missed them. I seen it, I'm saying, on the playback and all that. You know what I'm saying? But we was in the building at the same time. So at the end of the day, the energy was still there, fam. I was still there, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, bro, Nas putting out an album on his birthday, on his 50th birthday. How is that not divine timing, man? Nas is hip hop. Like he's literally like in the dictionary of hip hop. It would literally be Nasir Jones, fam. Enough said, fam. That will be the definition. Nas is hip hop. I mean, we never seen anything like this. To put out 6 albums just for an artist in their entire career, we don't really even, every artist doesn't even get the opportunity to do that. Understand that, like, a lot of artists couldn't even do that in their prime, fam. To put out 6 albums at the at the end of your career, like, this is it right here, fam. You don't even gotta, you eating off of Illmatic forever, bro. You own your masters. He's saying in every song, every chance he get, he telling you about basically how the finances is looking. You know what I'm saying? Apparently Nas is like super rich and super good, bro. You know what I'm saying? For him to just kind of be in a creative space like that within itself is kind of crazy, right? Considering the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he's 50, he's up there with age, and he's basically wealthy already. You don't really hear, like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to name no names, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? You kind of can't really say one without saying the other, can you? And I'm surprised we didn't get a Jay surprise album or something crazy yet. You feel me? Because we already know that Jay-Z and Nas have a tendency kind of putting out, having creative moments at the same time, we'll just say, right? Jay about to drop something, fam. Something is coming, bro. A documentary, a movie. Something is coming, fam. But yeah. We don't really see artists at 50, doing what Nas is doing, man. And like I said, bro, to be able to put out 6 albums, you know, obviously we know. And if I'm just keeping it all the way 1,000, like yeah. Did I want to hear him rapping a little bit more on certain? Yeah. I can say that. Yeah, I definitely feel like on Magic 2, I feel like we was about to get some real. But I will say this though, on this shit right here, I only heard the shit twice too, so I didn't really get a chance to really like sit with the album. Based off of just the first 2 listens, this is definitely an amazing project, man. And it's definitely some shit on here I don't even really want to say because it's just like, man, all right, we gonna get to it then. The Wayne track, let's talk about it. We gotta talk about that Wayne track off top, man. We got a Nas and Wayne collab, bro. First of all, that's crazy within itself, right? Nas and Wayne, we never even got a Nas and Wayne collab, I don't think. I believe that this was the first time that these two artists actually collaborated, which is crazy, right? Because Wayne been doing this for so long. 2 living legends on one track. The name of the track, if I'm not mistaken, right? Is it Die Hard? It's living, I believe it's Die Hard, if I'm not mistaken. Point being this, fam. Lil Wayne absolutely came on the track to kill. He was trying to, somebody was gonna die, fam, when he stepped in that booth, fam. Because I'm not gonna hold you, Wayne destroyed it. Wayne destroyed it. Nas did his thing, and we already know Nas is, you know what I'm saying, super laid back. He's chilling. He ain't really, he just happy to be able to put out music. You could just hear it like that. He not even really in a space of competition for real. Wayne is kind of still on that. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say this. That was definitely the standout track on the album for me, you know. The track with Wayne and Nas, man. I mean, what more can I say, man? If you ain't hear the album, you know what I'm saying? You need to go ahead and bump that Magic 3. Is this Nas's last project? I doubt it, personally. I mean, realistically, fam, it can be. Like, do we need another Nas album at this point? Like, realistically, fam, I'm still dissecting Stillmatic. Facts. Like, there's still certain metaphors and schemes on the old shit that I'm still kind of, I ain't really fully even get to live with those yet. So, like, do we really need another Nas project at this point? No, we don't. Now, if he want to keep giving us projects, then I mean, we always here for a Nas project if he still wants to create, right? I just don't want it to become a thing where like he's just forcing out any, you know what I'm saying? Quality over quantity, right? And that's the interesting thing about this shit within itself is that Nas was always one of the artists who would do just that. Basically, he was always the quality over quantity artist, right? Where we wouldn't even really get a Nas project. Like he would take 4 or 5 years off before he drops some shit and just come back with a whole new classic album, new concept, new rollouts. There was always a rollout. It was always a yeah. Salute to Nas, man. Salute to Nas. You know, I just can't say enough about. I mean, WillMaticTV. Every time I come on the microphone, you know, I'm saying Nas. You know, every time I say WillMaticTV, you know what I'm saying? Obviously one of my main influences, like I said, once again, you know, that track, man, it sparked something in me early on, and I'm not gonna hold you. I stayed in front of the stereo ever since then, and that has manifested into this platform. And we are here today, episode 41, WillMaticTV, and I just begun. Salute to Nas, though. Facts. I gotta bump that album a little bit more. Like I said, the standout track on there is definitely the track with Wayne, though. There's some heat on there, though. There's some other joints on there. It's definitely. I'm not looking at my phone right now. I got at least 4 tracks off of there, though, that are definitely, you know, yeah, I will be revisiting those right after this episode, actually. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. That's a whole fact. So, who else? Like I said, you know, I kind of, you know, I hear about certain things, but I don't necessarily. Diddy definitely dropped the album as well. Um, I didn't get a chance to hear anything. You know, I seen his Breakfast Club interview though. You know, shout out to the Breakfast Club for like completely. They got it looking like that shit is like Rap City in the basement now, man. That shit is like just a little more gritty over there now. The lights just not really hitting the same. Charlemagne not really. I don't know, man. I'm not really sure what it is, but they definitely added Jess Hilarious to the cast, and I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jess Hilarious. I feel like I'm still convinced that I seen her in the city one day. Like I'm almost 100% positive it was her. The only reason why I can't, I'm 99.9% positive that I ran into Just Hilarious and didn't bag, bro. Because I thought I ain't know she had the mask on, you feel me? And she was with a nigga. Like I'm not gonna act like she was by herself. She was definitely with somebody, right? Even if she was by herself though, would I have slid on Just Hilarious, fam? She was looking under the mask, fam. You know what I'm saying? And everything else was looking amazing as well. Listen. Salute to Just Hilarious, fam. And I kind of sort of like the Breakfast Club because they added Just Hilarious, right? If she wasn't there, fam, I don't know if I would watch an episode, bro. Because every other, it's just Envy and Charlemagne doing the gay jokes, and it's like, come on, my nigga, like y'all downgraded and y'all still got the same content. Like nobody, like y'all don't have any more new content now, bro. Could we get off of this? Like you talking about the same shit, bro? It is what it is, man. I still have to say this though. Diddy was on there and he was over there drunk. It was damn near like the drink champs. And this is what I'm trying to say. Like the Breakfast Club lost their identity, fam. I should never be watching a Breakfast Club interview and feel like I'm watching a Drink Champs interview. Like I didn't know what I was watching, bro. Diddy over there, he turning up. He 1 minute he talking about, Diddy will go from being fake Martin Luther King, and then he'll turn into, you know what I'm saying? Smooth Diddy. He looking at Jesse. He took the shades off. He was sizing her up. I seen what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And she definitely was taking the bait and all that. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. When you got Diddy money, I'm just saying, man, he took the shades off, and I said, damn, he about to. Now, Just Hilarious about to be on Revolt or some shit, bro. Facts. With her own show. That would be amazing, actually. And realistically, she should have been Carisha. Like, she would have probably did a much better job with that show. I'm just saying, like, Just Hilarious actually has, like, you know what I'm saying? Personality and shit. You feel me? Salute to Carisha, though. I'm not even sure how I got here. I was talking about Diddy. Right. New music, more specifically. Yeah, I ain't hear the album. You know what I'm saying? I say all that to say this. I didn't hear that shit, bro. Nah, my nigga. I ain't have time. There's other things I got going on. I had to go get my laptop. I had to set this shit up, you know what I'm saying? Which was a process within itself. Because I still don't even really have, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We still trying to build the studio, is what I'm saying, right? But we definitely got over the main hump that we was dealing with, which is amazing. Salute to me, you know what I'm saying? For pushing through and persevering. Pardon me, I couldn't find the words. Yeah, but salute to me for pushing through and persevering. But I say all that to say this, man. Did he drop? I ain't hear it. I ain't hear it yet though. I plan on hearing. I'm a bump. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. I never really was like Diddy. Never really was like my go-to. You know what I'm saying? For like as far as an album, a body of work and shit. If you want to just dance and see bodies moving on the dance floor, yeah. You want to throw that Diddy on. If you want that energy, that vibration up a little bit, yeah, you gonna throw that Mason Diddy on. You know what I'm saying? But as far as a body of work, an album from Diddy, that was never really a thing for me. So this is like, and I'm hearing this an R&B album. So it's kind of like I'm definitely not running to hear the R&B Diddy album. You know what I'm saying? That'll reach me when it reaches me. But salute to Diddy for putting out, because at the end of the day, I mean, realistically, fam, I just feel like 50th year hip hop, this probably was bad timing on a PR level. Like the R&B album, you got inspired to do an R&B album now. I just don't feel like I just feel like it's bad timing, bro. You could have dropped this December 31st or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Let this shit carry us over into the cold January or something. I don't know. Nas dropped. It's like it's hip hop time right now. It's hip hop time right now, fam. It's hip hop time right now, and it's definitely, it's hip hop time when you got old Kendrick Lamar diss tracks resurfacing and shit. So yeah. Let's talk about it. So the track definitely surfaced. You know what I'm saying? A track that Y'all already know Kendrick Lamar. That's the GOAT to me. You know what I'm saying? Under Tupac and Nas, which really makes him the GOAT because obviously Tupac and Nas are like, this is like deity level, right? So just the fact that for you to be right there, just know that you're pretty fucking amazing, right? And incredible at what you do when you get inside that booth. And obviously, when Kendrick Lamar get inside that booth, we know that there's a lot of unreleased Kendrick Lamar tracks and verses. I know this personally for a fact, right? Because I'm the guy that's going to go and scour and dig and scratch and claw and find all of them shits, right? And I got a lot of them shits. I do. But I don't got all of them shits. And I say all that to say this. I ain't hear this shit right here, bro. Not only did I not hear this shit right here, but I didn't really, I'm not really sure why I didn't hear this shit. Like, why didn't he release this shit, bro? This shit is fucking. It's basically a diss track where he's addressing, and I don't even really feel like. Listen, man. For those that know what Kendrick Lamar is capable of doing lyrically, this right here is literally like. This is like the light. This is like the Floyd Mayweather body shot. You know what I'm saying? The body jab that he throw out there just to kind of like see how you gonna react to some shit, like to see how your timing is and shit, so that he can readjust and then beat you up and shit, right? He ain't really like, this is like a light body jab, you feel me? And he addressed a few people on there. He definitely addressed, you know what I'm saying? Big Sean, you know, which is why we know that it's old, right? Because obviously Big Sean, we already seen him go on his apology tour, and he talking about he damn near apologized to this man on his album and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Understand that none of these niggas want any smoke with Kendrick, bro. So it's kind of like, yeah, this is old, right? And we already know that Big Sean and Kendrick kind of had their little riff, which we still don't really know where that came from. It just kind of was a thing, you know what I'm saying? Uh, they might have had a little, I don't know, disagreement about some shit. Who knows, bro? At the award show, somebody could have bumped somebody, and it could have started from there, fam. We don't know, bro. Kendrick like wearing all them crazy capes and shit. Big Sean might have stepped on one of his capes, bro. I don't know, bro, and fucked his outfit up or some shit, bro. Who knows why they have beef? All I know is this: they're two completely different artists, bro. Big Sean kind of does what he does, and Kendrick does what he does, right? So it's not even really like in that regard. It's not really. I don't even see why. I never understood that beef, to be honest. And I feel like Big Sean is a dope rapper too. Let me just say that. I'm gonna be honest. Like, yeah. Like he could get you. He can get you. You feel me? If you let him. Big Sean got some. You know what I'm saying? He can rap. You feel me? Can he rap like Kendrick can rap? No. But at the same time, it would have been a formidable opponent, and I feel like I would have just been interested to see how that would have played out. Obviously, Big Sean wasn't trying to get too far with it, so he kind of cleaned things up. You know what I'm saying? And realistically, fam, Janae Aiko, Kendrick Lamar, we already know the relationship. TDE, Janae, she been kind of, that's like family for real. You understand what I'm saying? And realistically, I don't know, maybe they beef could be stemming from some shit with Shorty. Kendrick on tracks with Janae Aiko 2012, 2013, fam. Way before Big Sean popped, fam. He already had Shorty on there doing vocals on his shit. Facts. That could be where the beef started from, low key. You feel me? See, this is what I mean by when I say I dig into the crates. Like, I only know that because of the amount of Kendrick Lamar music that I have. You feel me? Where it's just like, yeah, they made some amazing music though. They did. So I'm not really sure if that's where it stemmed from. All I know is this, fam. This track, this shit surfaced, man. This shit surfaced, and the interesting thing about it is it's old. It's old, and the instrumental that he's rapping on, it's not this instrumental right here. It's another instrumental that it's basically an instrumental that we was already familiar with. It's the Hood Politics instrumental. Hood Politics was on. Is that Butterfly? I believe that is the Pimp a Butterfly. Amazing album. Amazing album. That Kendrick put out his sophomore album, Hood Politics. I always wondered when I listened to that track, and you often wonder this when it comes to Kendrick Lamar music, because there's so, like I said, bro, we already know how many unreleased there's just certain things that like we just feel like I'm not really sure. Like you throwing shit away, basically, right? And I always felt like that about hood politics. That instrumental does sound like some shit that you could really snap on, bro. But the only thing is, Kendrick ain't even really on there rapping, bro. He on there, he did the chorus, the wish a nigga was. I wish a nigga. And then, you know, you got who is that? Earth Gang? Is it Earth Gang? Who's on that track, bro? I believe it's not Earth Gang. It's another group out there. I believe they Cali based as well. Point being this, he had a whole nother track on there, and we never heard that shit, bro. If he would have released that right there, I'm just saying, fam, I don't know. We don't know what would have happened. Like if that would have came out, bro. It came out now though. And he talking, he saying names. He said Big Sean name. He said Jay Electronica. He did. He did. He's not scared. A lot of people would be thinking, oh, because he don't really, you know, Kendrick doesn't really say anything, right? So when a track like this comes out, it's kind of like a big deal just for the simple fact that this is coming from a dude that we don't really ever hear say anything. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So when he's taking the time to really diss somebody, it's kind of like everybody's paying attention, bro. Not to mention they know that lyrically, like this is a career ender right here, man. We just got to keep it all the way 1,000. We still ain't see a lot of people bounce back after they did those control responses. A lot of dudes that did those control, we got to just keep it 100, man. When Kendrick put out Control, right, which I feel like he single-handedly brought hip hop. I mean, he brought it back for that week for sure. We lost it at this point again. Like we went all the way back in another direction, but he brought the conversation back as far as the level of competition and you know how you approach you know what I'm saying, basically the competition, bro, your peers, right? And how you can basically be competitive but at the same time still be lyrical and still be I mean, I was gonna say fun, but a lot of people wasn't having fun with that one. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats really was mad for real. Cause he said he was the king of New York and he said he was the king of the coast. I mean, listen, fam, it's competition, bro. If that's how I feel every time I touch down, if I come to the city, right, and if I touch down, and if the people showing me love every time I touch down, then I'm gonna feel like at some point that yeah, I'm that motherfucking guy, bro. When I pull up, it's love, bro. And realistically, fam, we talking about 50 years of hip hop. We talking about, you know, obviously New York City is, you know, the mecca of where this shit all started, right? And we never want to ever, you know, stray away from that fact. But what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. A lot of people don't do their homework and a lot of people don't do their research on what this shit really is about. And like when certain artists say certain things, maybe he could really just say that, fam. Because at the end of the day, what a lot of people didn't know was that Kendrick Lamar actually put out a whole mixtape where he paid homage to New York City. This is a fact. Him and J Rock, you know what I'm saying? No Sleep to NYC is an actual project where they on there rapping over all New York City beats, fam, and they paying homage to the city, right? This is before Kendrick Lamar was Kendrick Lamar. So all I'm saying is this, fam. It's like they gonna pick and choose. Like at the end of the day, fam, he said what he said. A lot of people responded, and we ain't hear from a lot of those people to this day, fam. Facts. A lot of people kind of got, you know, it got quiet. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of those people, bro. Sometimes it's best to not say anything, fam. Like he said on the track, fam. New niggas just new niggas. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. You know what I'm saying? This the big boy. This is big boy talk right now, fam. And he was on there talking big boy talk. He definitely mentioned Drake. Obviously, we already know. Listen, man. On several episodes, you kind of already know my stance on this one. I don't even really feel like I need to get into the history of Drake and Kendrick and where I stand and basically how I feel about basically how Drake is literally petrified of this man. There's no way around it at this point, bro. Did he just push his album back again? Because I was gonna end it with that, right? Drake for All the Dogs album. What's going on, dog? Like, what's going on with the album for real, bro? What are we doing? Like, you. It's just like once again, bro. He might have pushed this shit back because of this shit right here. This fucking diss track that resurfaced and shit. He heard that shit and pushed the album back, fam. Facts. That's the real hot take. I ain't even put that together till now. That's crazy. He might have really. I know he heard it though. He definitely heard it. So I don't know, man. That's not really too far fetched, bro. Cause this is recent. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like every Friday, motherfuckers is coming on the internet, on the blogosphere. Shout out to the NFR. You got the NFR. They going live. They don't know when to go live for the album. They talking about, all right, maybe it's gonna. They doing live streams talking about maybe tonight. They don't know when this shit gonna drop, fam. Nobody knows. You keep pump faking, bro. You keep saying you gonna drop it one day, then you not gonna. Then it's like, bro, stop. I just feel like once again, bro. I feel like it's just kind of hard to do the Drake when Kendrick is doing the Kendrick, bro. We just seen this nigga on stage with Beyonce, bro. Beyonce shouting him out on the Instagram, like, bro, like, listen, like, sometimes you probably, maybe it's time for you to take your hiatus now. Because Kendrick left. He literally left, bro. And was damn near done with the game, bro. And he still came back and still had his spot, fam. Yeah. Facts. Drake, you been here the whole time. You still don't know how to put out an album the right way. You still don't have an album rollout. You still don't have a. You just still don't get it, bro. I just don't see. I'm personally looking forward to this album just for the simple fact that I'm just looking forward to hearing another album that doesn't measure up to any album that Kendrick has ever put out, bro. And at this point, it's becoming more and more obvious that Drake, or Kendrick rather, is Drake's biggest and only competition, bro. Facts. Facts. Fuck the numbers too, because I'm not talking about the numbers. You know that's the first thing people are going. But no, he's the number one artist. But does he look in the mirror and feel that though? You see, a lot of people don't be wanting to have a real conversation, man. Like, you gotta understand that you can have the numbers, you can have all of that. Yeah. You the number one artist on the internet, but at the end of the day, who controls the internet, fam? Enough said, bro. Enough said, bro. Is that really number one? Is it? Huh? Huh? Because everybody on top, but nobody on anybody top five. That was definitely a bar in that diss track, which I felt like was clever as fuck. Everybody on top, but nobody on top fives is crazy, bro. When you really think about that, and all the layers to that, right? It's so true, bro. Like, look at all of the lists that came out. We talking about 50 years of hip hop. How much list came out this year? Or just like with Kendrick is just always ahead of all of these niggas? Like, we just have to acknowledge the fact that at this point, as far as hip hop, come on, man. It's not even really nothing to talk about no more, man. Kendrick Lamar has that crown as of right now. Nas has the crown, but Nas is kind of like, all right, that's like the OG. If anything, and realistically, fam, I'm about to get off of this because I'm an hour and 42 minutes in. Y'all know I was just excited to come back and give y'all something, right? This episode probably gonna drop on Monday or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm recording on a Saturday, which is unusual for me. I had some time. I said, you know what? I'm gonna give him one. Let me give him one. Because it's been 23 days. I know y'all come looking for me. It is what it is, right? And realistically, fam, I might not ever do another show on A&P ever again, fam. Oh my goodness. It feels so great to know that this will be a permanently archived episode, fam. And I'm gonna be able to really like keep this shit forever, bro. Whereas with A&P, you over there giving great original content, people stealing my concepts. Shout out to the people that, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. People will steal your concepts. Somebody definitely gave me my credit. I'm not gonna say no names. You know what I'm saying? But you know who you are. I got my credit from one of y'all. But realistically, fam, I'm over there giving y'all heat, fam, off the dome. I'm creating shit on the fly, bro. And you trying to tell me that my shit is not going to permanently be archived? So what? Y'all just going to leave my shit for 2 weeks so that people could pull up? Oh, and then for the 2 weeks, you go in there, you stealing shit, niggas stealing my lingo. You not from over here. You from me? Why are you talking like me, fam? You not even from where I'm from, dog. You clearly watching my shit and you influence, fam. Give me my producer credits. Thank you. WillMaticTV. I'm getting ready to get off of this. The instrumental pack ended abruptly. Again, I'm not really sure what's going on. Clearly, I still got some work to do as far as the studio. Got to get things, you know what I'm saying, fully back up and running. You know what I'm saying, smoothly, right? We back up and running, but we got to get back up and running smoothly. It's a difference. That K dot diss track service, I'm not really sure what this means. I'm not really sure what's about to happen. Fourth quarter, and that's usually when they come out and start rapping. You know, Drake pushed his album back to October. I don't care. I don't care. I'll be looking forward to. I'm more excited about Halloween than the Drake album at this point. Which I don't even care about either one of the things. What I'm saying is this, fam. You either gonna rap or you not. You either gonna go or you gonna stop. E.B.C.G podcast episode 41. Season 3 is approaching. We are in the fourth quarter. And like I like to always say, y'all know what Kobe do in the fourth quarter, fam. Y'all know what Kyrie do in the fourth quarter. Should I and that like do I get on my like that's the thing, man. Like what kind of fourth quarter do I wanna have, realistically, fam? Like I could really like I could drop 50 or I could kinda like do I get a triple double? Do I want some assists? Like how do I wanna end this fourth quarter off, fam? Huh? I wanna end it off with a win. And that's all that really matters at the end of the day. So whatever that means, if I gotta get more rebounds, if I gotta go back to court, and play this fucking game with these people when I know for a fact I ain't do shit. I know I ain't do shit, man. I know I could just I know my character in this situation, right? And I know it is what it is, bro. You can't just allow these cowards out here to fucking you know what I'm saying? You gotta put your foot down. Sometimes you gotta put your fist down, fam. Point being this. Point being this. It's the E.B.C.G podcast. And I ain't never miss. It's episode 41. Consider this shit done. I'm gonna close my docket. That was my last topic. It's clear as day. That shit ain't never gonna stop this. Yeah. Till the next time. Peace, love, and prosperity. WillMaticTV, episode 41. It's a wrap. It's all done. One.